What if I told you that despite a career-ending scandal, Yoo Ah-in might just be on the verge of making a jaw-dropping comeback in 2025? Yeah, you heard that right. His scandal that shook the entire nation, followed by months of silence, only to be followed by two major K-dramas and a film making waves at the box office. But how did we get here? And should we even be rooting for his return? Let's break it down. Yoo Ah-in, an actor who once seemed like he was destined for stardom, disappeared from the entertainment world for several years after facing one of the most scandalous moments in Korean celebrity history. So, for those of you who might be asking, where is Yoo Ah-in in 2025? Well, stick with me, because we're going to explore not just where he's been, but where he might be headed. Yoo Ah-in rose to fame with his iconic role in Sungkyunkwan Scandal, and after that, there was no stopping him. He appeared in a series of critically acclaimed dramas, including Chicago Typewriter and Burning, cementing his status as one of the top actors in the industry. The man was on fire. Everything seemed to be going according to plan. But then, things took a turn. In early February 2023, Yoo Ah-in's life and career came crashing down. As he arrived at Jeju Island from the US, authorities detained him on suspicion of illegal substance use. Now, we're talking about propofol, a sleep-inducing substance that's often used in surgeries, not your typical recreational substance. But this wasn't just a one-off incident. Yoo Ah-in was accused of having excessive prescriptions from multiple hospitals, which sparked an investigation that turned his life upside down. And then came the bombshell. After a forensic examination of his urine and hair samples, it was confirmed that Yoo had been using not just propofol, but multiple illegal substances. His urine test came back positive for a variety of banned substances, and the subsequent hair test showed that he had been using propofol and other substances that were deemed illegal. In total, Yoo Ah-in was linked to 5 different illegal substances, 3 of which were medically prescribed, but his overuse raised major concerns. To make matters worse, Yoo Ah-in admitted to recreationally using one of these substances. He claimed that it was supplied by an acquaintance, and to no surprise, this did little to ease the tension. In fact, fans and the public were livid. Why? Well, Yoo Ah-in wasn't just any celebrity. He was the first major public figure to be caught using multiple illegal substances, which added to the scandal's shock value. Now, here's where things get really interesting. On top of all that, it was revealed that Yoo Ah-in's propofol use was excessive. Way excessive. In 2021 alone, he reportedly used the substance 73 times. Let that sink in for a moment. 73 times, far exceeding the recommended medical dosage. The total amount of propofol he consumed that year was over 4.4 liters. That's an alarming quantity, and frankly, it was no surprise that the public was furious. His story was not just about substance misuse. It became a symbol of a deeper issue: the pressure, the misuse of substances, and the failings of the system when it comes to dealing with celebrity culture, mental health, and personal struggles. Fans were angry, but some also sympathized with him. Some people believed that he needed help, not hate. And yet, the backlash was severe. People felt betrayed. There was no room for forgiveness, and the entertainment industry seemed to turn its back on him. And then came his sentencing. In September 2024, the Seoul Central District Court sentenced Yoo Ah-in to 1 year in prison for violating the Narcotics Control Act. But what happened next was nothing short of surprising. In February 2025, an appeals court ruled in his favor, reducing his sentence to probation. Why? Well, the court acknowledged his medical history, his long-standing issues with sleep disorders, depression, and the bone tumor diagnosed in 2017. It also noted that he hadn't displayed signs of dependency, which were key in the decision. The fact that he had already spent 5 months in prison also played a role in the decision to grant him probation. For many, this decision was controversial. Was he getting off easy? Some people felt that the justice system was being too lenient, while others saw it as a sign of hope, a chance for redemption. But whatever your stance, one thing is clear: this legal roller coaster had only just begun. Then came the unexpected twist. Despite everything, Yoo Ah-in wasn't done yet. Despite the damage to his reputation, Despite being almost erased from the promotional materials of his own projects, the actor made his return to the screen. His film The Match was released earlier this year, a sports drama that revolves around the intense rivalry and mentorship between two Go legends, Cho Hoon-hyun, played by Byung-hun, and Lee Chang-ho, portrayed by Yoo Ah-in. And to everyone's surprise, the film has been a massive hit, attracting over 2 million viewers and ranking third in Korea's 2025 box office. But here's the catch. While Yoo Ah-in was featured in the movie, he was noticeably absent from the promotional campaign. The marketing material was altered to remove his face. Fans and critics alike were left wondering whether this was the last chance for his career to survive. Yeah, despite the controversy, the movie did well, and Yoo's role, although subtle, was praised by critics. Interestingly, Lee Byung-hun, Yoo Ah-in's co-star, was one of the few people in the industry who spoke positively about him. Lee Byung-hun gave a heartfelt interview where he praised Yoo for his dedication on set, noting how Yoo's quiet, reserved nature was part of his process in bringing his character to life. It seemed like, despite everything, there was still respect for Yoo as an actor. He had this to say about Yoo Ah-in: he was quiet and reserved on set. Looking back, I think it was all part of his process in creating his character. I realized that he was trying not to lose the essence of his character, even on set. I believe he did an excellent job portraying his role. I really enjoyed acting with him. While my character, Cho Hoon-hyun, is an outspoken and aggressive player, his character of Lee Chang-ho is a steadfast, defensive figure, like an immovable rock. Acting alongside Yoo Ah-in made me think that this stark contrast between our characters would be engaging for the audience. And just when you thought the story couldn't get any more unpredictable, Yoo Ah-in's next project, High Point 5, was announced. A quirky action comedy, the film follows 5 strangers who develop superpowers after receiving organ transplants from a mysterious donor. But here's the thing. While the film's posters prominently feature Yoo Ah-in, his face is conspicuously absent from the first teaser trailer. Some people are speculating that this decision was made because of the ongoing controversy surrounding him. But then again, who knows? Maybe it's part of the marketing strategy to build curiosity around his return. Despite all the drama and turmoil in his personal life, it seems like 2025 could still be a great year for Yoo Ah-in. 2 K-dramas, a hit film, and even though his past will continue to hang over him, there's still a chance that he could rebuild his career. The question is, will audiences forgive him? Or will they continue to hold his past against him? So here we are, with Yoo Ah-in making a dramatic return to the screen in 2025. His story isn't over, but it's far from predictable. Will he be able to regain his former glory? Or is his reputation forever tainted by the events of 2023? Only time will tell. I wish him well and believe he has learned his lesson, received enough punishment, and I hope he is getting the help he needs. I also look forward to his potential comeback.